for share screen. All right. Move this one away, and your image. Right. So first step, you need to install the Heroku CLI. As you can see here. Can you see my phone? Okay. You need to install the CLI, and here's a link I included here. So I'm gonna pass this one here on the right. So you go to this link. So we are gonna do it together. Go to this link, which is this page. Okay. And there's a guide on how to install it in different environments. For example, Mac OS and Windows. You have a couple of options. You can like install brew first and then run the command line like this, or you can install download and install using the packager here, the installer here. So there's a couple of options you can choose. There's no way, there's no fixed way to do it. And after you install it, you can check, or even you can use this way, npm install global Heroku. It also work, but this way it doesn't update the Heroku package by itself. You have to manually update it, right? And after you've done the installation, you can check your Heroku package version by doing Heroku-v. You see the version here. That means you successfully install it. And in order to use Heroku, you have to log in. And you're gonna do something like this: Heroku login. It will ask you to press any key to log in, right? Just press any key, and it should open a new Windows. Like this. In here, click on login, and you have to submit your, maybe the first time you have to submit your username and password, but I already did it like a lot of times, so I don't have to. Oh yeah, of course you have to register your account first. Yes, I forgot to mention that. It's a must, right? Register your account. Okay, next step, go into your project folder here, right? This is the meme that I did yesterday, I think. Oh no, this meme. Okay, and you can do a git status check. I have no git here, so I can do git init. Before I do git init, let's open our code editor. I need to hide my .env here, for example, here. So before you do git init, you have to create a new file called git ignore, right? Git ignore, and you put in a couple of files or folder you don't want to push to GitHub or any Git management. So you do env here, node module here. Yeah, remember the slash here. Okay, what else? Okay, that's it. Save this file, and now you can do git init right here. Let's do it outside. Git init. Okay, you see the result. Anyway, anytime you do you run a command, you need to read the log here, right? Don't just git init, then don't look at the not looking at the log, and then you just think, okay, I do git init already, so blah blah blah. No, but what if it fail right here? I see a lot of people like just do npm install and didn't even look at the log, and then he just like assume that everything is installed. That's wrong. You have to always read the log. All right. And next step, anyway, so we always have node module if we have one. Oh yeah, the node module folder is not necessary when we push to GitHub or anywhere, because that folder is created by the npm package, right? The npm, when you do npm command, it will create that folder for you, so you don't have to push it. And for example, in React, this folder is very heavy. It's like 300 megabytes, and you don't want to push that folder. All right, where am I? Okay, here now you need to create a dyno Heroku called a Dino. Basically, it's just an app, right? Go to heroku.com. Heroku.com. You have to log in. Wait a little bit. So as you can see here, there's a callback function right there. Create a new Dino here. Create a new app. You can name it anything you want. For example, I'm gonna call new meme K to make sure. Okay, K new meme is available, and you can choose the region as well. So I'm gonna choose US. Create app. Right. So now there's a there's a couple of instructions here. You can deploy to Heroku using Git, and that is what we are going to use today. So you do Heroku login, we already did, and then create a new Git repository. It's done. So this, the next step you have to do. You have to add a remote, right? Add a remote. Add a remote slowly. Can you see it? Right? Add it. Cool. And now if you want to check if you already have the remote in your Git, you can do git remote.v, and you see, okay, we have a remote called Heroku. So instead of origin, now we have a remote called Heroku. So we add two remote, one Git, one Heroku. Yes. Right now I haven't added any remote to GitHub. I only have to Heroku, and I'm not gonna push this one to GitHub. Right? So we push directly to GitHub. Yes. Or you can push to GitHub, and then you have to do something else. Right? For example, yeah, you can choose this one to deploy using GitHub, but let's not do that. We should have another Git on Heroku, and the Git on Heroku is more private. So you can do, and now what if you want to deploy, you can do git, I think I have to add first, git add, git commit m testing, for example. You can check, yes, tab, okay. And now we can do git push Heroku. Now our Git name is remote name is Heroku. It's not origin. Heroku master, and then hit enter. It will push our Git to Heroku. You can see, and you need to read the log as well. If it fails to push or to deploy, it will say right here. Okay, build succeeded. Alright, it looks like my website is live. Everything is successfully, there's no error. But there's one more thing you have to check. For example, here in my, because we don't push our .env file to Heroku, right? So we need to set up on the global environment by ourselves. So if you look at this, there are only one variable, which is port equal 5000. You can go to Heroku here, and in the setting page, right? Setting, and you can see config var. Basically, this is here is where we configure our variables. So click on that. It's very similar to Netlify. So we can have a couple of keys. For example, port equal 5000. That is, but the port on Heroku is always default 5000, so you don't have to type it in. So you don't have to define the variable port. It's already there. Heroku already did it for you. So if you have, for example, dark sky API, you have to type in your variable like this, and I'm just gonna add it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt. So we can do it. But the port is always 5000. Yeah, I read it somewhere. It's always 5000. And I think that's it. Let's try our app. You can click on here to open the app. It's connecting. Why is this so slow? Let's wait. Connecting. Okay. Is there something wrong in there? You can check the logged, deploy logged like this. So how do I check it? I forgot. Okay, you can see the log here. Wait. Is it my computer? Is everything so slow? What the hell? Everything's so slow. Can anyone do it already? It's not even loading. I think it's my internet. Something wrong with my connections. All right. I had that because it's not available during a certain period of the day. No, Young. There's a limitation of Heroku. It's only allow you to run like 300 hours per week per month. Our maximum is like 500 hours. That means it cannot run 24 hours a day throughout the whole week, the whole month. So there's a mechanism like this for every 30 minutes, right? If your app doesn't have any request, doesn't receive any request, it will stop. It will start to go into sleep, like a hibernate mode, right? Just like your computer, if you leave it like idle for 30 minutes, it will go to sleep. And then when you send a request to your server, it will take some time to wake up. And that is how Heroku is saving your use time. And there's a tool called caffeine.heroku.com. Oh, it's not mine. Okay, basically, let's say personal. Do I have it open here? No. So there's something called caffeine Heroku. Caffeine Heroku. This tool is like to keep your app awake. It's like caffeine stuff. It will keep your app awake. And you can type the name of your app here. It will like for every 29 minutes, it will send a request to your app to keep your app awake all the time. So at the end of the month, you will have a couple of like hours short, right? Because we don't have enough time hours to run 24 hours a day. So at the end of the month, your app will like die. It died. You cannot access it because you run out of free time. So if you want to do some demo with Heroku, you can use this one, and then after that you can remove your app. Okay, but just don't use it all the time. All right, so this my app is already done. So deploy, and you can see K-Neil meme, which I just did before, and you can also select an image, upload it. Just like on your logo, and you also see the image. Oh my god, no, don't look at it. This is another instructor from machine learning class. Okay, I did upload the image here. So yes, so that's how we deploy our app. It's very simple compared to other languages, other frameworks. Not easy, simple. And because, you guess why? Because this tool here, the Heroku CLI here, actually built by Nodejs. So it's very like compatible and it's very simple to use. So any question, methods not allowed. Which method? It show me that. Which method? So method is not allowed, is your code. Oh, this? Why are you going to this website? It's not your website. It's a Git. Don't use that. It's a Git. And how did you get this link to the Git? Ah, it's here, right? Where is it? Where do you get that? Oh, here. This the URL to your Git. It's not. It's not the website. Your website is here. Okay, Khanh. Your website is here. This is your Git. So if you do Git remote.v, you'll see the Git here, right? So the Git is different. This is your website and this is your Git. Cool. Right. Any question about it? Like you can do it right now. You can follow everything and then you can do it. It's very simple. And you don't have to install a lot of things. Just doing Git push. And remember to do this step, right? Remember to create a Git ignore first, and then you need to add these two things so that we don't push the .env file to our Git. The same thing goes for GitHub, and there's a couple of questions, frequently asked questions. It's not really frequently asked, but it's kind of like some question that new people actually ask. For example, the first note is like make sure to store on your credentials in an environment file, right? Like I did, and don't push that file to Heroku. Actually, don't push that file to Heroku. And in your file, you need to have this one, this line here, in order to read the environment. We already did that. And then, oh, I think this one to push to VBS, but it behaves the same. So you put everything inside, instead of putting in the env and then push it, you put it everything in here. All right. Don't put and not put. What should I put? So basically this one is to say, okay, this is a folder and everything inside that folder, we don't push. Actually, it's just conventional way, like people will put in the slash here to make it like, okay, this is a folder. And also it makes your your program understand faster. Okay, what else? Here. Oh, okay, and here we need to use project.env.port because we want to use the environment variable for the port. We don't want to hardcode it. For example, 3000, like the generator did, right? It will not work on Heroku, so we need to use this one. And I think you don't have to do it because in the generator is already do it for you. For example, if you take a look at the app here, slowly, no, not app, it's in bin, sorry. So the way we already code, yeah, that's why I told you like to do this way, that way, because it saves you a lot of time later on, right? So if you don't have the process or in port, then I have to explain everything, right? And 3000 cannot doesn't work on Heroku, so you have to use 5000, right? So that's enough for deploying. It's very simple. So any questions, you can do it now and then you ask if you have problems, so I can fix it right now. Okay. We have to get okay, at the same time you can work with your GitHub as well. For example, if I add git remote add and some GitHub link, for example here, you can do you can add and then commit and then push to origin master, means that you push to GitHub, right? And then if you done and you decide, okay, I want to deploy this version, then you can do git push Heroku master, just that. So it's very simple to manage your website. Okay, what's the other question? I think. All right. If you take a look at other tutorial, you will see a couple of people will have. They will have, for example, local.env.production.env, right? Don't follow those things because they do that because they have their own VPS. They have their own server and they have their own script to run its environment. So we don't have that like luxury in Heroku, so we only have one file, and then that's why we put everything in one place like this. So it's best if you don't actually know what you are doing, just put every environment in one file, even if you want to test it on local. And then in the future, if you're getting advanced, you can like split them apart, like a local environment, production environment, and development environment, something like that. I think might work. Let me check. I'm gonna copy this one. So this means yeah. So why is everyone the same? Oh my god, it looks the same like this. Oh man, make it different. Make it different. You don't want the employer to open all the memes and make and then oh everyone is the same, right? The last time. Right. Okay. Let me try it. I want to put in this boy here. Upload. What? You haven't resized? Okay. All right. This kid here. So your next step is when you click on the image, you will have the option to add a text on top or the bottom, right? Or even on the left or the right. It does. Jim can do that for you. Okay, cool. Memes. There's no meme here. Original image. All right. Cool. Okay. Any questions? All right. I will let you guys keep working on your project. No, Nhân. Take your time and try to read the documentation, understand it, and do it. Like if so many people are stuck, I will help. But I'm not gonna demo it. Right? It's not as hard as the. It's not as hard as the what we use. Motor is harder, and Gym is actually easier. But there's something I would say. Let's go back to the code here. Index. So Gym actually it's you asynchronous. So you have to do something like this. Async. You put async before the function to allow the function to run async and await, right? Just like how we call API in React, remember? Right, so now we have async and inside here we can use await. Yes, what's oh my god, it's okay. It's just async and await, that's it. Right? Because if you read the documentation, let me show you the documentation of Gym. npm.js.com and go to Gym here. If you read the documentation, you will see there are two ways. You can use callback function like this here, right? Or you can use async await. If you don't use async await, you have to do then and catch. That's your way. Then catch, then catch, then catch. And if you have a lot of things to do, then you have to dot then, and it's called callback hell. It's callback hell in Node.js, and we try to avoid that if we can. It's because it's very hard to debug and for other people to read your code. So we use async and await. Let me scroll down a little bit, right? Where is it? Still then. built-in. Oh no, where is AC in a way? I'm gonna find it. Oh wait, no. What? Oh shit, it's not in the documentation. I don't know how I did it, but yeah, there's async await there. If you want to use then, you can use don't want to use then, you can use async and await. And if you don't want to use async and await, you can use .10 the other way. So I will let you figure it out by your own, on your own. It's good to have a couple of practice on your own, because if I demo everything, you will follow how I did it, exactly how I did it, and I don't want to see that at all. Look at this. Everyone had the same UI, everyone had the same kind of code, and that's not good. You need to have your own thinking process. You have to your own way of doing things, right? Don't copy everything. Even the logic, you can have your own logic. For example, Chin and Koi, they have their own logic, and a lot of them is very good. So you should have your own logic. It keeps you like being independent, right? Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys do it, and if you get stuck, I will have. Okay, I'm gonna end the record here. Any question? No, I don't think yeah. What's the command to add Heroku remote? That command is here. Deploy here. You click on deploy. It's right here. Oh no. Oh shit! I already add a the remote, so it's not show up here. So smart. How do I go back? Okay, if you don't know, I don't know, I don't remember, you can ask how to add Heroku remote to Git. Exactly what you asked. So here, there's this is the documentation on how to deploy with Git. If you scroll down a bit, right? Here we go. You can see adding Heroku remote to an existing app. Okay, so you can do copy the thing. This is the name of your app. This is the name of your app, right? And for example, I already have this. I'm going to copy the command here, and my app name is K new meme, right? K new meme. So I go to my command line, copy and paste the command, and then the name of the app, K new meme, right? Something like that. Cool. And then you can check git remote -v. There you go. All right, that's it. We will be it's answer to Young. There are two parts of gym: resize and attacks. So you need to resize first, I guess. Every time you you upload, you need to resize your image to 400 pixel width and height. And then the next post request is gonna be add the text on top of your pictures. So think, right? Think. So goodbye. Finish the morning lecture. It's very short, right? See ya.